Hello, 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 everyone. This is Orjanette Cooper Bryant,
This is Dr. Maria Barbosa.
and we're here together again for a Rise Above session. Oh boy, last week was interesting, huh?
Yes, I
We,
agree with you.
we've been talking about trauma, different experiences, and somebody brought out grief last week.
Yes, and the grief has been one of the emotional pain and the traumas with many of the ladies of our group.
Yeah,
Even special, I can experience that too.
yeah. I actually am going through a process of grieving. I buried my brother Saturday.
Yes.
So, but it was a celebration of life. It was a great homegoing ceremony for him, and we can't.
It was a beautiful
It
ceremony.
was
It really
beautiful. We
was.
can't avoid it, you know.
No, we can't. We need to go through the process. So many times it's very hard for us individually to
Mhm.
lose our loved ones. And I can say it's a day by day process of healing.
Yeah, I remember one day I was just mad, totally mad at everybody. I was so mad.
That is one of the normal symptoms emotionally when it comes to be. That's what I put together.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
it's about the guilt.
The guilt,
It's one of the
yes,
things will come
anger,
in.
tears, emotions,
Yes, that's
you
all
name
the
it.
process of being able to healing the, when we lost someone we love it.
But what I see here, you talk about flashbacks. So
Yes.
someone was telling me, and the family say, "Boy, we talked about the memories. That's what kept us feeling okay, comfortable. Like let's focus on his life and the flashbacks, and just talk about the legacy."
It's important to keep the good and the happy memories. It
Yes,
really
yes.
is.
Grief is love.
Yes.
Permission to feel. You give yourself permission, and the guilt and the weight of guilt. Understanding and
Yes.
exploring that. There's so many different phases of going through this process. Anger without shame. The body is remembered. Rest without guilt. Then it goes into identifying those layers that we go through. Identifying the shift, isolation versus connection. Isolate. Oh, I was having, some days you have to have isolation. You have to isolate
That helps you to reflect. And
quietly in your
sometimes,
own space,
yes,
right?
and you need that special moments
Hmm.
because that's when you connect with your spirit and also connect with the Jesus and the Holy Spirit to be able to heal from inside out. You need those moments.
I have not heard from some of my friends during the process of me going through this, and I was just wondering, like, what are they thinking? I'm always there for people. It's like, what are they
There's no
thinking?
words we can express for you to feel better.
That's true.
I can tell you,
That's
like,
true.
I'm
But
sorry for
but
your
having a
loss. I
warm
can
body
tell.
there sometimes is pretty good.
My biggest recommendation to you as a friend, in case you have someone, a sibling or a friend, is be there. Many times we do not need it to make a big conversations or to build a big conversations. It's for another person to know in case that person needs us, we are there for them emotionally.
Yes, those
And
words.
just say, make a phone call, invite her sometimes for lunch or breakfast, and just say, we are here. I am here in case you need to talk.
It's,
And I think that that's the way you can support it and help a friend or a family member.
yes, yes.
And I think,
It's a little blurry. I was just checking out the screen to see how it was looking, but
yeah, it was
it's
good.
okay. It's
No, it
okay.
was good.
But
And another side of this is, in case we lose someone dearly, and you have a time you feel like you are lonely, you don't have no one in your life to fill in that emptiness. That's where comes the friends are very important.
But let me ask you something. When it comes to our companion or male friends, they grieve differently, but the same. But at the same time, they don't like to see us grieve. They don't like to see us
No,
cry
because
and emotional.
we women are more emotional than a man. And that's why sometimes they do not understand that they just put their all energy together and just keep going. It's just they try
Yeah,
to
but when
build
they're
their lives
watching you,
and
like
keep
say for instance,
moving.
I had a husband or whatever, and I'm crying, crying, crying. He might be crying more than me, and then all of a sudden it's like
Yes, because they put all
he can't do anything. He feels powerless, right?
yes, but once they find their strength back and they realize it in their conscience, okay, I cannot do nothing about the situation. I know maybe they will be in better place. Maybe we don't know the process, how they process their thoughts, how they think. But I think that they just table it or they just put it in and hold all that emotions and they try to focus it in other areas.
But what if we're looking for something? Should we be honest and open to say, hey, I'm going through this. I need you to
Very
this.
important.
So you're saying
That
communication again?
communication again, it's the key for you to be able to start to healing yourself from it.
But I always get afraid
And
of those.
accepting what just happened. That's many times many people out there they do not accept they lost a loved one. That's why sometimes they get mad to God, they get mad to doctors, they get mad to the nurses, they get mad to the world because why I lost a sibling, why I lost a husband, why I lost my wife, why I lost my son, my child when he was still little, what I did wrong, what was the problem here.
Yeah.
And that's why many times we create the guiltness and many other emotions in ourselves because we're not able to deal or accept what is the situation in the moment.
So, guys, I really want you to understand and explore the thought process behind the grieving process. Understand that you're going to go through different phases: shame, guilt, anger, frustration, loneliness, isolation. Those
Yes.
different things, they're all normal. Sometimes you're going to want to eat, sometimes you're not going to want to eat. But do we have a solution? Maybe not. I want you to learn to lean with your friends. Don't be too angry. Be careful what you say because sometimes woof, and that friend is like, I'm done. I don't want to talk to you no more. I'm done. Because I can honestly say in my heart, I'm like, oh God, what do I feel and what do I need? Can I get help here? Be careful. So I honestly would say go to your ministerial support,
Yes, that would be very
go to
important.
counseling,
Yes.
and definitely talk it out to get through the phase. Do not sit, you can sit home for a little while, but when you've been there for a little longer than that, you need to get up and
And
go.
6 months, really, you needed to look for help.
Yeah, get
Do
help.
not hold back. Just look for help.
Please, please, please make sure you go for help because help is out there. There are people who are grief counselors. There are people who
Yes.
are experts, subject matter experts that can help you through the process.
And do
Um,
not punish yourself.
and understand that to live is to die is to live, and that we come here for a timeline. You're born and then you die. In between that time, you create life. Life is created within that time. You got to live that life. You got to learn to nurture what you have inside of you for today because you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. Guys, I do truly appreciate you for tuning in.
And I send my love to all of you.
Yes, thank you so much. You guys have a great day.
Yes.